Interconnectedness of square, rectangle, and triangle. Are you tired of memorizing the area and perimeter of a square, rectangle, and a triangle, and you keep on forgetting them? Did it cross your mind the idea that they are all related, so do their formulas? Well, there is an easy way to know how these three figures are related with each other. But first of all, how do we define area and perimeter? So what is an area? Area is defined as the number of square units that covers a closed figure. And the definition of perimeter is the distance around a polygon. And now, let us also define what is a square, a rectangle, and a triangle. So what is a square? A square is a four-sided shape that is made up of four straight sides that are the same length and that has four right angles. And next is the rectangle. Rectangle is a four-sided shape that has made up of two pairs of parallel lines and that has four right angles. And the next shape is triangle. It is a shape that is made up of three lines and three angles. And now, let's talk about the formula of the area and perimeter of these figures. The formula of the area of the square is s squared, where s is the length of any side. And for the formula of the perimeter is 4s, where s is the length of any one side. And the formula for the area of the rectangle is length times width. And the formula for its perimeter is 2 times quantity length plus width. And now, to find the area of a triangle, here's the formula. 1/2 base times height. And to find its perimeter, the formula would be A plus B plus C, where A, B, and C are the length of each side of the triangle. And now I guess you're going to ask me how the squares, rectangle, and triangle are connected to each other. Now, let's start with the square and rectangle first. Did you know that a square is a rectangle? Yes, it is a special kind of rectangle because both have four right angles. So now, let's take an example. We can find the perimeter of the square using the formula in finding the perimeter of a rectangle. The square measures 4 centimeters in each side. We consider the lower part as your length and the right part as your width. So following the formula of the rectangle, which is 2 times quantity 4 plus 4 is equal to 2 times quantity 8, which is equal to 16. And now, let's check if the answer is the same when we use the real formula in finding the perimeter of the square. Since the formula is P equals 4s, substituting 4 to s results to 4 times 4, which is 16. So obviously, it supports the statement that a square is a special kind of rectangle. Did you know that the area of triangle is equal to half of the area of a rectangle? However, if we draw a diagonal from one vertex, it will break the rectangle into two congruent or equal triangles. So the area of each triangle is half the area of a rectangle. But that definition is applicable for the right triangles only. So here's an example. We are going to find the area of the triangle cutted from the rectangle. Remember the formula of finding the area of the rectangle? It is length times width. We can also consider this as base times height, in which the lower part is the base and the right part is your height. And the formula of finding the area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. Following the formula, substitute the value of base in the height, which is 1/2 times quantity 5 times 4, which results to 10. And eventually, the 5 times 4 there is the area of the rectangle, which is equal to 20. The half of it is 10, which corresponds to the answer of the area of the triangle. And thus, it supports a statement that the area of each triangle is half of the area of the rectangle. And now you know how these three figures are being connected with each other.